Well, happy Christmas. Oh, sorry. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year for all of you that are back at work. It's back to us. So this came in before Christmas. We've waited a couple of weeks now for the parts for this because they had to come from China. And I diagnosed it as a throttle position sensor with minimal information and minimal wiring diagrams. So we just had to follow a principle. And this is one of the things that I will say to people is trust the process. Last Wednesday we recovered this, didn't have time to look at it last week. This is a Chinese Mustang 50 or 125cc bike. This is a crank no start. Okay, let's see if we can confirm the customer's complaint. It has been on a battery attenuator all weekend to make sure the battery is fully charged. Obviously we check the battery voltage before we do anything. It starts and then it drops out. It does have an EML light on it. Okay, I think that's a confirmed crank no start or crank starts and then falls out. So we've got an EML light on it. So first thing we need to do is see if this has got an OBD port on it and then read the OBD. And then hopefully that will lead us in the direction of what components to check and what wiring to check. I think this may be a throttle position problem or a MAF or MAP sensor problem, the way it started and then died. Let's see if I'm right. What we've done is we've unplugged it. Now, my oscilloscope is broken. I've only got a little oscilloscope anyway. What I've done is I've used my test light to check to see if I've got any voltages and any feeds. So when I hit the start button, am I getting a pulse voltage? So is the voltage going on and off like this? And when the bike starts up, am I getting a solid voltage? And when the bike starts for the 10 seconds, 5 seconds it does, I do get a solid voltage. So therefore, I'm confident that I have my feeds, my voltage feeds to this throttle position sensor. Am I confident that they're the right signals and the signal's not dropping out at any point? No, absolutely I'm not. I haven't got an oscilloscope to test it, so I have to work with what I've got. So we have told the customer, we're unfortunately going to play a tiny little bit of part starts, and we have asked him to get a throttle position sensor. I know I've got grounds and I know I've got lives, and the code tells me that there's a throttle position sensor problem. And when it starts and runs, it sounds exactly like a throttle position sensor issue. When I unplug the throttle position sensor and plug it back in, the symptoms are exactly the same, suggesting that the throttle position sensor is at fault. Because if you remember before, this little Mustang didn't Mustang very well. We bolted in the new throttle position sensor, and now the customer can ride his bike to work. All because we trusted the process. Yes, it stalled, but that's because it's probably very cold. Let's have a look, see if it rides, shall we? Or it's killing throttle position sensors, and we're just about to find out there's a deeper problem. Hey, she rides! I ain't riding it very far. It's very snowy. We made it work. Time to get it back to the customer. This does have an error code on it, so we're just going to see if we can clear the error code. So my little maxi scan will do it. Sometimes these things are really difficult to do. Let's just go read codes. Enter. Intake air temperature sensor circuit high. Circuit high. Raise codes. Yes. Codes are raised for the customer. We're all done.